Oh man, we out here. It's your man's Fredo, man. This is episode 6. I got a very, very, very dope individual. I'm talking about true creative, photographer, fashion designer. Somebody who really care about his customers. Somebody who really care about his craft. Somebody who really care about his brand. To me, that's one of the most important things, man. People be faking, and this dude, I could tell he really care about what he's trying to put out to the world. So, for Fredo on the Cut, episode 6, I got my dude, man. My dude, Nick, with Unspoken Truth, man. Come out here, man.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling blessed, bro. Thanks for having me.
Blessed for sure, man. Take a seat. Blessed is the word, man. This is God's dream.
Thank you, man.
This is God's dream.
Thank you, bro.
How you been, though?
Man, I've been good, man. I can't complain. I'm living. I'm blessed. Got my family, you know.
Oh, yeah.
God is in control, so.
God is in control. Look, speaking of God, look, this is only my second time meeting dude, right? I seen him on Twitter. I'm like, man, this brand dope. I'm like, I gotta get him on an interview. Then I seen, shout out to my dude, March Madness. I seen him talking to him on Twitter. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I know one day, I don't know when, but I know one day I'm gonna get this interview in somehow. God willing. I met up with this man with Mark. Instantly, it was going instantly. It's like it's going. We here the interview, man. It's about to go crazy, man. So we gonna jump right into the questions, man.
Yes, sir.
So I seen on your Twitter, you're a photographer as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got a brand and you a photographer.
Yeah.
So which one came first?
Man, oh man. It's crazy because initially I had the passion with the camera. Like building a brand was never in my mind, you know. It was kind of a thing God led me to, but the camera was always there. Like my dad, he used to film my mom events. She's a praise dancer for our church, Providence Baptist Church. Shout out to Rodney Maiden.
You go to Providence Baptist Church?
Providence Baptist Church.
Hey, you wanna hear something crazy?
What?
I don't really go to church that often no more. I go to Providence Baptist Church.
For real? That's crazy. Bro, I'll be on the cameras. Like I work the camera like right by the stage. Yeah, I'll be right over there and I'll film the whole service. That's what I'll be doing.
That is crazy.
But I'll be in the cut with the camera though. But yeah,
that's
man.
the craziest thing I ever heard.
That is crazy. Providence Raw too. Our pastor, y'all got Sundays, Providence Baptist Church is on Euclid Avenue. Yeah, y'all gotta go check them out. They nice.
Yeah, it's dope for sure.
Yeah, dope for sure.
Always a good service.
Yes, sir.
All right, keep going though. Keep going.
But yeah, man. Just like my dad, like I said, he was filming family events, family Thanksgivings, you know, Christmas, and he used to always show us those videos. And I love the feeling of how you can get from a video and just the moments it captured and how it can take you away from the present, bring you to the past, or bring you to the future, or bring you to just a different world.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to always play with his cameras when I was like 7 years old, like running through his little camera boxes. He used to be ticked off because, I mean, of course he used them for our events.
Right. And them boys expensive. He didn't want you breaking or nothing like that.
But it was like a old Canon, bro. I swear, I think it's destroyed now. But like, if I had the camera, bro, it was literally like a box.
So he had Canon, you went Nikon?
Yeah, I went Nikon on him. I had to, man, cause Nikon. Honestly, I ain't got nothing against Canon. I love y'all.
I'm Team Canon, by the way.
Team Canon, he is Team Canon, but I just love how Nikon shoot raw. So yeah, man, I just went Nikon. And my name Nick, so you know,
No, I feel it though. Nikon ain't no shade. Nikon smooth too.
Yeah,
they all good cameras, man. They better be. They cost so much.
Yeah, they do. Actually, Canon was my very first camera. It's just that God just brought it to me that the Nikon, because it was cheaper, so I just bought it and I fell in love with it, bro.
It's a good camera.
What's up?
But that's cool though, man. That's a big, like, for you to go from all the way back then doing it on the camera or just playing around with the camera to all the way to this. That's crazy. That's like,
yeah, man. It's a blessing, man. It blow my mind how God can like guide your steps without you even knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it was always purpose in it because it brings us to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it just blows my mind every time I think about it. And just thinking about that, it changed my life to be more committed to God, because it showed me like, dang, what's next? You know, I don't know what's next. I ain't know what was next back then when I was a little kid. So it just showed me how God just showed like, yeah, I always have a plan for you, even if you think I don't. So it's just amazing, man. The passion of the camera always been there. I also grew a little into it. My mom kind of got me in a couple of programs because I guess she saw how I was bent. And I did a couple summer school programs with a teacher called, named Mr. Glass, Jeff Glass. He worked at Cleveland Heights, but it was crazy because when I did do those, like them summer camps with him and stuff, I didn't know he was going to be my future teacher at Heights for the 2-year program.
So this wasn't like no Heights program, summer camp program?
The Heights program was alone when I was like 7th grade. So that was like 7th, 8th grade in the summer. And then of course when you go to high school, they kind of knit you into it, but you don't get into those classes until you're like a junior or a senior. So I mean, I signed up for it, but you just have to wait till you upperclassmen to really do the professional classes with those teachers. So yeah, junior year, I ended up meeting back up with Jeff Glass. He ain't remember me though.
Did you remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. I was like, you remember me? He was like, he an old dude, so he don't remember. You know, he probably wouldn't remember if I went back. No, I'm joking though. But yeah, man, he was like an older cat. And so when I went in his class, I was excited, man. It was Cleveland Heights High School. The way the classroom was set up, it was like we all had our own MacBook desktop, so you felt like you had your own personal computer. You know, all your own personal projects on there.
Same computer every trip.
Yeah, same computer every trip. You was assigned to that computer, assign a code for that computer. It was pretty dope. And he would give us, you know, little assignments like make a Thanksgiving video, promo for Thanksgiving, little stuff like that. Work on interviews.
That shit probably, I mean, that's probably dope for real, and that probably could really build some lifelong skills for,
yeah, man.
Especially if you own it with the camera stuff.
Man, I swear I learned a lot. I learned so much from him. Just because we work with the program Final Cut Pro, and that's very popular nowadays. Like that's what
the most popular one.
Yeah, that's what a lot of mainstream photographers and videographers use it. And his classroom had the huge green screen. I'm talking like a green screen, like probably that boy was like, it looked like it was 3 rooms long. But we used to do a lot of projects on the green screen. He taught us a lot. He kind of reminded me of a hipster dude. He was like, yeah, man, you know, yeah, that's good, man, y'all groovy.
A little hippie vibe.
Yeah, a little hippie vibe. So he definitely taught me a lot. He was real cool because he ain't necessarily put a lot of work on us. It was necessarily like we made our own projects. So like, yeah, he gave us projects like the Thanksgiving project if you was lazy, but if you had a lot of passion for it, he'd be like, you know what, just knock it out yourself, do what you want to do, create what you want to create. Of course, no profanity or no crazy stuff. So I used to shoot my friends' videos with his camera.
Like music videos?
Yeah, but I mean, I was a little rusty back then. so I had to keep them X-Files. I had to wait till I, you know, better
got the skills up.
Yeah, better my craft. Yeah. Man. So yeah, man.
So how did the camera work or the camera skills translate to building a brand?
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up, I ain't stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Count it up. Line 'em up. Swear the sun shining on me, get my heart up, no matter that trouble surrounding us. They don't see that it's a lot of us. Everybody move anonymous. Won't take that credit, I know what we get it. Them blessings be coming from God above. I was doing all kind of bad, what a quiet.
What's so crazy, man, just through all the trials of my life when I was younger, you know, it was a lot of mess, like a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, my family we were good when I was like around you know, in like 7th, 8th grade, 'cause my mom was cool. She was taking me to those camps, and my dad, you know, he had the cameras and stuff. But after crisis, like it was like when my family had a divorce, 9th grade, just little events, you know, a lot of things. Even with my brother, like me and him wasn't really getting along. Just it was our family kind of split up, and I learned a lot through those situations. And my family was a family that talked about each other a lot. You know, it wasn't. It was weird, man. It was weird. It was crazy. And my brand slogan, "Speak life, never death."
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
It means, it actually comes from Proverbs 18:21, life and death are in the power of the tongue. And basically it just means speaking positive, you know, speaking life to one another. And I hated how my parents fought so much, you know, with the tongue. Because people say like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. But
yeah, that ain't really true for real.
Yeah, that ain't true at all, man. Because I saw how they hurted each other with words. And I'm kind of glad God brought me and let me see things like that, because it made me who I am today, you know, made me want to be completely against that. So I made a brand to show like, you know what, I'm not for that. I'm not for the negative, you know, trying to knock each other down. I want to build something that encourage people to do the right thing versus all, you know, because there's some brands out here, middle finger on the shirt, F you, F your mama, you know, F your grandma, you know, some real provocative stuff out here, bro. And some of it's hard. I ain't gonna fake.
Yeah,
you know, some of it's hard.
The message though.
It's the message.
Yeah.
And like, just seeing, and then my grandma, bro, we ain't gonna get on her. She had a crazy tongue. I love her to death, though. I love my grandma. You know, I love you to death.
Yeah, when they get older, that tongue start getting loose, boy. That tongue start getting loose.
Jeez, bro, she blow down on me if I do the right thing. I love her to death, bro. I swear I love her to death. But them words hurt, man. Yeah. And I wanted to show people, like, just because you talking bad and you acting right don't mean your character, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean the action is right. And it's like, speak life, never death is definitely to show, like, I want you to speak life, to really encourage each other. You can do it. If you feel like you can't do it, you can do it. Like, encouraging, consistent encouraging, you know, loving and just spreading the gospel, but through clothing, basically. And yeah, man, that's exactly where I got it from. It's crazy how God, and that's another thing, God used pain. Like, he used, like, in the Bible say all things work for the purpose of God. Basically meaning the good and the bad for those who love him, though. And you know, I always had a relationship with God, but don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Right. I'm definitely not perfect. I got in the drug life, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I was fraud. Like, with my mom, I used to run away. She used to call me a runaway. The cops, I got locked up for like a summer, bro. I got locked up. I ain't no hard hitter. I ain't no goony, but I have a good head on my shoulders. I was just against it. I was against God at that moment. Like, I was so angry at the situations around me that didn't make sense. I used to be like, so God, if you love me,
why would you have me going through all of this?
Why I'm going through this? Why my parents splitting up? I see some of my friends got their parents together. So, you know, that helps income too. So, you know, they may have better things than you. And you being that young, I mean, we kind of look at things, you know, more in the bigger picture versus than what's really inside. So, I was immature. And I threw fits at God. I used to be cursing at God. I used to be like, God, man, I hate you. I don't understand this. Like, why you got me here? Why you got me on earth? Like,
yeah, for real.
What you got me doing? Like,
and it's really crazy because, man, for me to be sitting here doing this right now with you, and I've been through the same type of thing where I just was just on some real shithead stuff. Like, I didn't care about nothing. I couldn't understand why things were the way they were. At some point in my life, I'm like, man, I don't even know if God is real.
Yeah, man.
Because things can't be going like this if God was real. But thank God that I finally found the I don't want to sound cliche or nothing like that, but I found the life for real.
Yeah.
And just started to really just accept God as just my Lord and Savior for real, and just
real,
live my life going through Him. And ever since that day, man, I can honestly say my life never been better ever since then, bro.
Man, and if you really commit your work to Him, everything else succeed. Like, and that's the thing about my brand. It's not about the perfect person. It's the unspoken truth. So the brand called Unspoken Truth, but the unspoken truth of the brand is speak life, never death. So basically, what that means is it's just to, and I call it the unspoken because I mean it's unspoken. People don't even really encourage each other nowadays. With our generation, is so much division in our country. Like I've never seen our country so divided.
Yeah, it's more than ever these days.
More than ever. It's like racial just, I mean, it was always there, of course. It was always there. We're not going to play crazy like it wasn't always there. But it's like in your face.
It's just so obvious now.
It's like in your face. And just to see, man, it's just crazy out here. And the relationship I had with God, it just blew my mind how He always was there. And He took my pain, like I was saying, and made sure I went through all that pain and breaking me, but didn't kill me. I mean, definitely breaking me through all that pain and just showing me like, look, Nick, you going through this for a reason. You doing this for a reason. It's bigger than you.
Right.
And bruh, it just blow my mind. Just blow my mind.
Man, hearing you say that, man, just I don't know a lot of the people in Cleveland personally who trying to work on brand stuff like that, but I don't really hear people talking like that. Like just with that just straight positivity, God in their heart. I don't really hear that. And for you to be talking like that, man, I can only see brighter days for you, man.
Thank you, man.
I can only see your life continuously to take off, continuing to take off.
I appreciate that, and that's a blessing to hear you say that, man. And as I was saying, like, how it's just not about, people look at people like, oh, he trying to be perfect. That's the thing. The brand is about imperfect people striving. God knows we not perfect. He knows that we don't got it all down packed. That's why we have the Holy Spirit. That's why He tells us to invite the Holy Spirit. So it's just so crazy how just it's about the imperfection, meaning like if y'all look at some of my drawings on the page, I actually think I got a business card. I'll send you the picture, you can put on there too.
Yeah,
but on this business card, I drew, as you can see, it's kind of.
You drew it yourself?
Yeah, I drew this on the iPad Pro.
Really?
It shows a lot of things I went through personally in life, but like I used to hoop for Heights, but I was really good at it, but I didn't have a strong passion for it because, of course, I don't know, like my family was a hooping family also. My dad, because it's crazy, my dad used to play for the Harlem Globetrotters, like way back in the day. He only played like a year.
That's still dope, though.
He is scrub for that. He is scrub. I love you, Dad. You know I love you. But yeah, he used to play for them about a year. So hooping was in the family. My second oldest brother. His name was Caleb. He went to Walsh University. They had D3 school, but they won nationals. So they was like #1 in the nation. My little sister, she actually played for Heights right now. She was playing varsity as a freshman. She's a sophomore now. She's still playing varsity for Cleveland Heights High School.
She a beast then.
Yeah, she's nice. My little brother Corey, he used to play for Cleveland Heights High School. It was kind of shaky for him, but he kind of got better over the time. But just, it was a hooping family. And I was raw. I ain't gonna lie, I was raw. They was trying to put me on varsity like 9th, 10th grade, but it kind of shook in me because I wasn't ready for it mentally. And I don't know, I didn't, like I said, my parents was going through that divorce around 9th and 10th grade, so my dad wasn't really trying to show me how to hoop, so it was kind of tough. And I was good, but I didn't have a passion for it. I knew it wasn't my destiny or my purpose. So when God showed me that it wasn't, I just gave it away. I just threw it away. And I knew it was with the camera. I went back to the camera. I just knew it was something more. And that's exactly what I did, man.
That's dope. And when you feel that, when you could feel that it ain't really meant for you, you just, I don't know, as I get older, I just really realize, like, if I feel like it ain't the right thing, I gotta let it go.
Gotta let it go.
I know I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, man, you got to, because it's like, if your heart not in it, you're not gonna go far.
No. And God, I feel like also, God ain't never gonna let me or anyone prosper in something that ain't really in their heart.
In their heart, it gotta be passion. It gotta be, because the thing about that, it's like you can do it for free. Like, you won't even, like, money is not a issue about it if it's your passion. Like, you will do it if you don't get paid versus you would do it to get paid. Like, people, like, even with my brand, I wasn't making a lot of money, or I'm even right now, I mean, I'm seeing profit. But like when I first started, I was paying hundreds of dollars for equipment, for all of this stuff, because it was something that took me away from the world, you know, the fallen world. It took me away from, you know, work, or, you know, that boss at your neck, or if your family going through issues, or that girl that's calling you, or, you know, just distractions. It just take you away. It took me away, and that's exactly that, and I love it. That's exactly what I did, and every day I just continue to work on it, because it's like not necessary even for myself. It's like I'm working for God too, and it's my passion. So it's like I'm doing it for God, and I'm not getting paid to do it, but I'm getting paid. No, I'm working for God, and I don't have to get paid to do it while I'm doing it, but I'm still getting paid. So it's just a blessing. It's
it's just a bonus for real.
Bonus. Yeah. I swear, bro. And when the money comes, you just be like, God, for real?
Dang. You really blessing me like this?
You blessing me like this? I'm chilling. I ain't even needed I was cool over here. I just like doing it because, you know, I love you. I just like, and that's crazy, man. It's a blessing. It's just wild how life turns out.
I'm saying, bro, because before, my family, my mom is kind of creative, you know, my dad not really, and this one, I got my camera probably like 2-3 years ago. I was working at Walmart. I remember just out of nowhere, I'm like, man, I need this camera.
Man, it be like that.
I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, damn, this bitch like. Right. You know, I'm like, this camera low key expensive. I'm about to spend my whole check on it though. I'm like, I know it's probably a bad idea, but something just telling me I gotta do it.
Yeah, bro.
Something just telling me I gotta do it. And I remember I was messing with this girl at the time. She like, oh, what, you a photographer now? I'm like, no, I'm not a photographer, but I know I need this camera.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I just knew I needed the camera, and I did a couple things. I took pictures and stuff. Then I don't know, just somehow God led me doing this. I feel like this is really a chance for me to help a lot of people. You know, expand their vision to other people. And I don't know, just for other people to hear your truth, anybody's truth who I can get on this camera with me, it made me feel just, I don't know, it made me feel good, man.
Yeah,
it just made me feel good, man.
This is a blessing, man.
It is, for real.
Because it's like you working on your craft. It's like you working on what God created you to do. And because it's nothing worse when you don't know your purpose. Bruh, you be walking around here smoking, drinking, you just trying to figure it all out. Like, what am I here? Like, people be like, yeah, I'm here to get money. We all want money. Right, of course, I mean, that's simple. That's a simple thing. But people don't understand that money could go just like this. Money comes and goes.
It comes and goes, yeah, you can make it back. It's not really real for real.
And to serve money, and that's another thing. I don't want to fall in that, you know, that position where I'm doing this because I need the money, or I'm doing this because all right, if it's a Bible study and it's a sale, you know, them be hard decisions, because you know, you're like, all right, I need to make this sale. But that's where that faith come in line. Like, you know what, I'm just gonna trust God, because I trusted God in the beginning. He gave me you know what I'm saying, he gave me the little dream, the little vision in the beginning. Right. So let me just go to Bible study. Then the person, you know what, send you on the Cash App. You know, it's just crazy how things work out, and it's just like, even with all the technology we got now, just to use it for His glory, and it just wowed me, man. Cause it's like we ain't never thought we was gonna be here. I swear, bro. Like, my family thought I was gonna be in jail. I swear.
Bro, sad, bro.
My mom,
I'm saying, bro.
And I love it because it finally gave me something to get my mom to be proud about. Cause she's really proud of, you know what I'm saying, me doing this because it's so crazy. Like, God really give the hardest battles to the toughest soldiers. Like, I'm telling you, like, when my mom, before I was even born, bro, this is when my mom was pregnant with me. And I knew the enemy was trying to, not I knew, but after my mom told me, I knew the enemy was trying to attack me, and she told me. But when she was born with me, the doctors, they told her that if she was going to birth me, she was going to die. I swear, bro. They said, like, if you have this baby, it is an 80% chance you and the baby's going to die.
Oh, yeah, you a walking miracle then.
Yeah, man. And my mom, the crazy thing is, I thank my mom so much because her faith. Like, she was just like, you know what? Then I'll just die with my baby. And what's so crazy was the attack of the enemy. Because the doctors ended up switching my mom clipboard with another patient clipboard on accident. So my mom was never in that type of disease. They just switched the documents on accident. So they later found out when my mom, because my mom still was going to have the baby, and they just called her up because my mom was praying on it. She told me, like, later in life when I got born that they called her up and was like, no, Mrs. Hicks, we so sorry. Don't even worry about, don't even be stressed out. We accidentally switched the documents. And
so she could have fluked and like, oh, I can't have this baby.
And killed me.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's where God tests your faith, you know? And God was testing my mom's faith. Crazy. Because, I mean, come on, y'all, think about it. Like, people killing babies out here having abortions off of, they just having abortions like it's just, you know what I'm saying, just because they can't take care of the baby or they just don't want the baby or stuff like that. And it's just crazy to see my mom just like, you know what, I just died with the baby, having faith. She told me, and she told the doctor, you know what, God, she said, like, I believe God want me to have this baby. I don't care what you talking about, I'm gonna have this baby. After the doctor told her that, I ain't gonna lie,
your mom's a real
I probably would have been like,
that's a tough decision.
Like, you were going to die.
80% chance you could die?
Yeah.
I'm like,
And I'm just like, what? And the thing was, I wasn't even fully grown. So, you know, that's an easier choice to make, to kill the baby when you're not, like, you
fully developed.
Yeah.
Right? She didn't even have no belly or nothing.
Yeah, she didn't really, like, it was like a little bit, like, probably like, I don't know, like probably like halfway in the pregnancy.
Yeah, your mom's a real one.
So, yeah, man. And when she told me that, she was like, Nick, the enemy been trying to kill you since you came out the womb. It just been so many, I just see so many you know, just so many moments where God was there. But when you have faith, he shows that he got you. You know what I'm saying? And it just showed me like, damn, I really got to turn up. Because the enemy's trying to kill me before you
even came out.
To even speak life, never death. You know what I'm saying? And not even knowing I was going to do it. So God's hand is on all of it. And that's why I can speak it so much because, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't perfect. Like, I had sex before marriage. I'm not about to play crazy up here like I'm this perfect dude. I mean, I got tattoos, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably not gonna get no more just because of the change and, you know, the testimony in my life. But it just showed like that damn. It just showed that God was always there, man. And that, like I was saying, like how I'm not perfect. I've done the drugs. I've done it. I ran away from my mom. I ain't gonna even curse at my mom. I done some disrespectful stuff where God should have killed me. Like when in the Bible talks about honoring your parents so you have a long last. I done some disrespectful, spiteful stuff, and it just shows God and God's grace that he showed me. It amazed me because it's like, dang, God, after I did all of that, you still trying to help me out. You still trying to keep me in life. You still trying to guide my path. You still trying to get me to heaven. You still trying to. It just
got real deep right there, man.
Real deep.
That's some real spill right there, man. That's the real inside scoop on Nick, man. You can't hear that nowhere else but Fredo on the cut. But we're gonna get back into some more questions, man. So, I be seeing on your Twitter, man, you be paying real close attention to the details, like down to the nitty gritty, talking about even the box the stuff gonna come in.
Man.
I think that's dope, by the way. But what make you care about the customer experience so much?
Man, it's cause it's like I want to give them unspoken truth, basically, and what that is, it's a message. You get what I'm saying? So, like with them detail boxes or the stitch tags in the shirts or the stickers or the posters I'm drawing up, I want to give a message. I don't want you necessarily like, oh, dope clothes, oh, I'm fresh, oh, what up? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I don't care. Don't get me wrong. I love clothes, you know, favorite jeans, nudies. I know a lot of people are not really wearing them, but nudies, bro, I was wearing nudies in like 7th grade. So them was like the first denim that got me into it. So no matter what, if everybody hate on nudies, I love them. But just the detail, because it shows how much you care. And like even on the boxes, like on top of the boxes that I designed, it says proceed with caution. While wearing this garment, always speak life and never death. It's just to remind people like this is not just clothes, bro. It's not. I ain't just do this just so you can look. Now look, I want you to look fresh, bro. I want you to look hard. I care about rawness, but I want you to understand that it goes deeper. It ain't just about looking fly. It's about looking fly, speaking fly. And when I say speaking fly, I mean speaking life, loving. You don't gotta be, you know how nowadays you gotta be fresh, you gotta be super fresh, you gotta be cut with it, you gotta be like, man, F all y'all.
You gotta be an asshole.
I'm stunned, throw a rack on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate that. Why can't I be fresh and I shake your hand politely? Why can't I be fresh and be a gentleman to a girl? You get what I'm saying?
Why, it's like humble going out of style.
Yeah, and it's like that's over with.
Don't make sense.
Don't make no sense.
Don't make sense, man. Don't make sense.
Yeah, man.
And it ain't the key either.
Ain't the key. It ain't the key. And that's why also I don't want to compromise. It's like I ain't gonna lie, it's a couple brands out here asked to collab with me, but the way I see it, you just gotta have the same type of purpose driven. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have the same motive behind it. It's some people out here, all they care about is sales. You basically giving people a number. I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to label you as a number. I don't want to label you as you just a sale or you just some money in my pocket. Yeah, I mean, I need my bread for my raw clothes, but it's like, I definitely want to give you love with the clothes. You know, I want you to feel like, dang, this dude really care about me. Like, this dude he really care if I make it home. Like, this really care if, you know what I'm saying, if I see the next day. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of friends. We in Cleveland, bro. Y'all know what it is in Cleveland. We know what it is. A lot of deaths. Too many deaths. Too many deaths. Too many young deaths. You know what I'm saying? People that haven't even got to experience another life outside of Cleveland to get more hope. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love Cleveland. That's where I'm from. This my Babylon. It made me. It's where I came from. So I thank God for Cleveland. I wouldn't be me without Cleveland. So, but just with the details, like it's the message. It's always about the message I'm trying to send out to people. That's it. That's all why I did this. Like, and I knew that dope clothes would attract all types. I know that who don't like clothes, who don't really like to look fly, right? Like who don't like to look fly, and if you actually don't, cause I mean I ain't gonna say like, you know, people be thinking like positive stuff, like you know, like the shirts gotta be like love God, yeah. Not knocking y'all, I love y'all, but I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, like I'm talking about for like the people that wanna look more ratchet or more, you know, off the street, but you know I'm streetwear. I mean, of course, I love the shirts that say love God, but you know, like the real cheesy ones that ain't really got too much thought, it's just some big cursive, Jesus. I mean, they beautiful clothing. They send a message what it's supposed to do. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. But I want to give those people that want to look more gutter, but still 100% in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Want to look hard, but like, I love God. Like, don't think this sweet, but I definitely love God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to look down on the next person. But yeah, man, that's all about the detailing. That's why I did it. Just to really spread the message. Exactly.
That's real, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
appreciate
real.
it, man.
Hey, that's dope, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm glad to hear that. So what you think is what's in the future for Unspoken Truth?
Oh man. In the future, I see Unspoken Truth billboards. And well, and like in my first 5-year plan, I want to get 2 stores. I want to get 2. In my 10-year plan, I want to have 5.
And all in the city or just
no,
through the country?
Through the country, and it's actually one I want to have out of the country. I want to have one in Tokyo. I know that sounds crazy, but
that'd be live.
yeah, Tokyo, man.
That'd be live.
I want to have one in Cleveland, of course. First one in Cleveland, hometown. Then I want to have one in New York. Then I want to have one in what's the other one? Houston, Texas. I got family out there. Then I want to have one in California, of course, and Tokyo. I'm thinking about Toronto, but I mean,
yeah, I heard
Toronto hard.
These days, yeah.
So it's like Toronto, probably 6, yeah, probably 6. Toronto, but I know for a fact Tokyo it's just so raw to me to do that, cause it's like Asians be hollering.
They be hollering.
They be fresh.
They be the most fresh.
They be the most fresh. I think it's just cause they be living out there and they got
all the stuff, yeah. When they come here, they be saucing on everybody.
Car sauce, book bag.
Yeah,
sauce.
car sauce, the craziest book bag, craziest kicks. They be
glasses, earring sauce, everything is sauce, and I just be looking at them like, y'all.
And they be like casual on them.
Casual on them on some, yeah. What you mean? Like,
this how we all dress.
Yes, this is what we do.
Yeah, bro. That's some real stuff. They got it. They
They do, bro. They definitely do it, and that's why I want to bring the culture to them. It's just about, I want it worldwide. I see billboards. I definitely want to get a billboard. A billboard's in the 5-year plan too. Want to get a billboard in Cleveland. Not sure which location, but I know it costs a couple bands. Few bands, like $22,000 I think for
a billboard.
$22,000 for a billboard.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, you could do it. You just got.
That's possible.
You could do it. Like, I mean, think about it. Seeing a billboard of your stuff.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Like I can actually imagine something similar, either to the thing on your business card or something similar.
I ain't even think of that one,
I can see that as a billboard.
I ain't even think of that when I was hollering.
I
ain't even think.
That'd be crazy.
Why I ain't think of that, bro? Fraud.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy on the billboard, cause it still got the logo like right here. That'd be beast. But yeah, man, I want.
And you know what, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Your drawings kind of got it like a little Tokyo kind of feel to it.
Duh. I appreciate that. Cause that's what I'm trying to come like. Cause I used to watch Dragon Ball Z. Go hard. Go hard. I don't care. Nobody said. I mean, Naruto cool. You don't get me wrong. I ain't really watch Naruto though, cause it was always Dragon Ball Z for me. I liked Naruto cause it was like that same feel.
Type of feel, yeah.
Bleach I ain't never watched. I ain't really mess with Bleach. That was kind of weird to me. Sorry, y'all. All the Bleach fans, no disrespect. Y'all love what y'all love, and I love y'all.
Each his own.
Right, I love what I love, and respect. And Yu-Gi-Oh, I ain't watched Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was cool though, cause I remember in elementary school people played with the cards, and that was lit in elementary school. Definitely lit. But Dragon Ball Z, I just mess with Dragon Ball Z just because it's like charging up.
Yeah, they be really getting to it too. They really be getting to it.
They really be charged up like on some, I gotta beat this dude.
Yeah. It's either this or death.
Yeah, it's like I got a power, or sometimes they just be down, bro. They be down, and they just be like, I gotta snap out of it. And Super Saiyan, it's just and Goku and Gohan, legendary. Yup, legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. I'm thinking about
Legends
drawing
of
them.
legends.
Thinking about drawing them in an Unspoken Truth shirt, man.
That'd be sweet.
I'm thinking about. And another thing I'm just taking with the drawings, as people can see, the next drawing that's gonna be out real soon is gonna be the Lord's Supper. It's gonna be Jesus in the Unspoken Truth shirt. But I want it to be modern, just for Jesus, that he in like the raw streetwear, but everybody else still in a robes drawn. I'm gonna detail it out, but I'm gonna post that on the blog. That's gonna be out real soon. It's so many designs. It's crazy. And what I just love about it, that God just make it limitless,
It's up to you.
It's crazy. It's limitless. Just like with faith. Faith is limitless. Faith is nothing but overcoming obstacles, but not knowing how you're gonna do it. And the thing is, God take you through every situation, and then it's like going through a mountain. You go up, you reach to the top. You won that victory with God, but of course life has a trial, so you got to go back down to the valley, go through all those trials, and then of course you reach the bottom, you go straight back up, and it's limitless. It's just like this. Life's a roller coaster. Like when people really say it really is like a roller coaster, but you gotta understand you always gonna go up with God because it's limitless. Faith is really limitless. It's endless possibilities until you pass away.
Right.
And it's just, man, it's crazy. It's like God is doing it and we chilling. It's crazy. We really even getting in His word, it's crazy because I used to mom at my church, man.
Really?
I used to do mom.
How was that? What was that like?
It was cool though, bro. It helped me with the brand because it just kept me in the things of Christ. Of course that's when I was my parents wasn't really divorcing, so it was early days, but through the chaos and things happen. But yeah, man, it's just so much that I see God had me in.
Put you in a place to be right here.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Real spit.
It's hard.
Hey, but on some real stuff, man, I just want to say thank you for coming through, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
This is episode 6 of Fredo on the Cut. This is my favorite episode, by the way. This is my favorite episode, man. This is a real dude right here.
Appreciate it.
I see bright things for you, man. Make sure y'all check out the next episode. Episode 7 gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy.